Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of No Country for Comedy with your hosts, Nicholas Graber
Hello, I'm here.
and Josiah Osborne, me. So, the first topic for today, we're going to be discussing COVID-19 and how it's affected our personal lives. Nicholas, how has COVID-19 infected your...
Infected my life.
affected
It's
your...
infected all of our
There you
lives.
go.
Even if we haven't gotten it, it's infected us.
Oh, my Lord. How has it affected your personal life?
No work.
No work? You must, what do you do all day now with all your free time? Be careful how you answer.
Be careful how I answer. Well, I wake up in the morning, do nothing, and then go to sleep.
That sounds wonderful. That sounds really nice. By the way, a huge thank you to all of our essential workers out there in the medical field and
Oh yeah,
law
especially the
enforcement.
medical field. You don't get enough
100%.
thanks from anyone.
Thank you for keeping us healthy and safe. You all are doing an amazing job. God bless all of you. But yeah, so you basically do nothing all day.
Yeah, pretty
Flawless segue, by the way.
I'll just do oh, that seemed cool to do. Sure.
Sure. You sound like Carl from Phineas and Ferb. Okay, sir.
Sir.
But so, is there anything you miss doing, anything you miss going to before everything shut down?
Yeah, work. Most people don't like their job, but I'm one of those few crazy people that do.
Where do you work?
Victory.
Victory, the church.
Yeah, the church in
Okay.
Tulsa.
What do you do?
I'm actually audio or A1 for Victory Youth, so everyone is under me in Victory Youth. Not as great as
So all the youth are under you. Gotcha.
yeah, all the youth are at my mercy.
Oh dear Lord. As a sound guy, you must have a lot of fun working with
Oh, I absolutely do.
the kids, because I know, especially, this is gonna sound, the kids nowadays.
The kids now.
But it seems like the higher the volume and the deeper the bass, the better the music.
Yes, that's how I live my life.
There you go. There you go. So what's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing to do at your job that you miss the most?
There's a couple of songs. I guess I could play them behind us right now, because who cares about copyright?
But too lazy.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. If I play it in, if I don't, excuses, too lazy. If I do, you're welcome.
Right, there you go.
Push pull is one of them that has a decent low end consistent note. It's actually very deep. It makes the song so much better.
Nice. I remember I worked at a church a few years back, Metro Pentecostal. Pentecostal. Shout out
Pentecostal?
to Pentecostal. Shout
Welcome
out to
to
all the people
Canada,
at that church. Pentecostal. But I was on the audiovisual team too. I was the lighting and media guy. I also ran the cameras, which is pretty fun because if anyone on stage did anything to insult me or anything, I could literally just make the camera zoom in on their face the entire time, and then I got
Aside from the broadcast director shouting at you, you could totally do that.
exactly 100%, and I did. But yeah, I remember the audio seems like the most complicated part of the church service.
Well, here's the thing. You know how you'll go a long time feeling like you have to get super good at something, and then you can finally crap out decent stuff? That's where I am.
Okay.
Except there's also a thing with you know how there are people that think that they've made it in their career?
Yeah.
That's how you know they haven't.
Oh,
When you know enough to know you're wrong, that's how you know you're going places.
interesting. That's actually a really good concept. Bravo.
Yes. Big brain.
It's big brain time.
Yes.
It is time for big brain. All right. Anything you want to ask me? Any thoughts about COVID-19 before we move on?
Has it affected your work at all?
So I work at Voraz Solutions, and basically, when you walk into a Walmart and you see that annoying guy at the electronics stand saying, "Hey, who do you have for cable and internet?" That's what I do for a living. So it hasn't really affected, besides from my hours being cut a lot. The main thing is now we have to wear surgical masks, which because I have a beard, it sucks.
Are they N95s, or are they just
They're just the kind of you'll find in a dentist's office. The super cheap
got
ones.
it.
They
Yeah.
suck. super uncomfortable. But other than that, not much. I mean, we can't put out as much products because a lot of the companies are closing their doors to keep the
Oh yeah, of
employees safe.
course.
But aside from that, not especially. The thing I miss the most is all the restaurants. I miss all being like,
Oh, yeah.
sit down restaurants.
You know when Payway closed?
they're closed.
They were closed.
Oh really? They opened back up?
Yeah. I would go there and get lo mein. By the way, hack of the day for everyone. You go there, you get a side of lo mein, you get a side of lo mein sauce. That's like $2.14 for
There you
a
go.
bowl of lo mein. It's ridiculous.
The more you know. No.
Anyway, I'd go there so often and they were closed and I was like, oh,
Aw.
oh.
Okay. Anything else before we move on?
I think that's about it. So,
All right.
wonderful Josiah, what is our next topic?
Well, let me tell you, beautiful Nicholas. Up next, is the interesting fact of the day. No. We had to work on that jingle, by the way. That sucks. Okay, interesting fact of the day, which is actually kind of relevant to our personal lives. There are more possible iterations of a game of chess than there are atoms in the known universe. Which is crazy that a brain can be that complex, but it's true.
Right. Have you heard how many possibilities there are in solving a Rubik's Cube?
I did.
It's like quintillions. I can't even say the word.
That's how big it is.
Yeah.
You can't even pronounce the word.
Yeah.
Dang.
A billion zillion.
What's the most time that you've spent trying to solve a Rubik's Cube?
A 3x3.
3 days?
A 3x3, like, I've never solved one. I can solve a 2x2 in under a minute, but that's about it.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Nice. I think I've only actually solved a Rubik's Cube once. But that's because I found out about this really easy hack to, like, solve it instantly.
Oh, what was it?
Basically, so, like, it's one of the, like, regular Rubik's Cubes. Basically, you turn it back and then turn the top. Just keep doing it repeatedly, and it just fixes itself.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, like, it's like supposed to be a trick that you're supposed to find out after doing it for years, but like a guy on like iPhone did it, and then now it's really easy.
I had no idea. I'll
I
have
didn't
to
either.
solve all my Rubik's Cubes with
There
that.
you go. Yeah,
Just so they look solved.
exactly. Have that as, just like have a row of Rubik's
Yeah.
Cubes on the wall, just like so pleasing. It's like that's how smart you are.
I have a friend with a desk, and he has like an 8x8 on his desk.
Oh my gosh.
Solved. And I was like, so how long does it take to solve that? Oh, about an hour and 40 minutes. And I was like,
What?
What now?
Huh? Excusez-moi?
Come again? But yeah, he has all these Rubik's Cubes solved on the desk, and that's the most satisfying thing to look at ever.
That sounds incredibly pleasing. Because, like, I'm one of those people who, like, my dad bought me one from his work, and then I just spent the rest of the night in my bed just, like, playing with it, trying to figure out, how do I do this? And speaking of games, we actually played chess recently.
Yes.
Yes.
Voice crack.
Voice crack. Voice crack. How good of an opponent would you say I am at chess?
The fact that I had to teach you how to play the game says a lot.
What?
The fact that I had to teach you how to play chess says a lot.
Well, the thing is, like, so, how long was this? About 7 years ago? Me and Caleb Whitaker,
Okay.
our one of our friends from Homeschool Chapel.
Mutual friend.
Exactly. We used to go to this place called the Neen Hughes Gym, and they have like
Yeah.
a recreation room where they have like tons of board games, and we would just play chess for hours. So back then I was pretty good, but then I just stopped playing for like 7 years. And
Oh,
so,
I haven't played in like 2 years.
and so now like playing it again is like I don't know how to do any of this. So,
Well,
but I feel like if I practice, I get okay. Maybe.
trick to chess that I found was take the time that you have that your opponent is thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and then take that and think 1 to 3 moves ahead.
Interesting.
That's the way I've tried to do it as often as I can.
I've heard that that's the key to being good at chess is like you always have to think every step of the way through.
Yeah.
Like 3 moves in advance.
And then also, as in real life, think of contingencies. So, like, if your opponent does blank, then what do you have there
Right.
to counter him?
It's really a game of, it's a big brain game.
Yeah. Big brain game.
Big brain gang. But yeah, moving on from, so the reason we're playing chess is because recently, drum roll please, So yeah, the reason we were playing chess is because recently I ended up moving into the house with you guys.
Yeah. How are you
Um,
enjoying that? Or how are you enjoying or not enjoying that?
It's a lot different than I was expecting it to be. Like, I didn't know what it was going to be like living here, so I assumed based on like past living experiences that it was going to be basically just like roommates, where it's like go in, do your business, sleep, eat, etc., and leave, and that's as far as it goes. But
Yeah.
I ended up realizing that not only is your family really cool, you're actually a pretty cool dude.
Okay.
Fun
Thank
to hang out
you.
with, yeah, for sure.
You're fun to hang out with too.
Well, thank you, and that's gonna make the next few months while I'm here a lot more fun and a lot easier too. So
All
I'm
right.
thankful. I'm thankful for
Well,
that.
thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
So when I first asked if you wanted to stay here, I was like, wait, was that a good idea? But I would say that to anyone, to be fair.
Yeah, it's true.
Then
you
over
don't know
time,
who someone is until you live with them.
right?
Yeah.
And then over time, I was like, yeah, this is good. I don't mind this.
I don't mind it at all. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
It's the best way I could explain it.
I think you explained it very well. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that you can think of?
That was literally just my initial thought when you were like, when I offered that, I was like, should I reject that?
Oh, yeah. In case anybody is interested, we actually have kind of a weekly tradition, I guess you can call it now, where basically we like to stay up until about 6 in the morning, go get Chick-fil-A,
Come back.
then
go to sleep.
and then go to sleep, and then sleep until like 2 in the afternoon, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's an interesting
Nothing beats
trend.
Chick-fil-A like
Trend.
a chicken biscuit right after they open.
Oh yeah,
chicken
because it's
is-
nice and
It's nice
spicy
and fresh
and hot.
Mhm. It's so good. It just melts in your mouth.
Yeah,
Exactly. It just goes right in.
and slithers down.
Exactly. And it's so it's like a comforting warmness.
Right.
It's like when you put it in your mouth, it's like, this is nice.
Yeah, I think that's a different topic that I just thought of.
What's that?
Do you like your food hot or warm enough to where you can basically shove it down your throat?
That's actually a really good question because different people have different tastes and on what they like. Me personally, it depends on the food. Like, I'm weird when it comes to like burgers. Like burgers, I don't mind if it cools off for a little while before eating it. Pizza, I can eat it fresh.
So
Chicken
you like
sandwich-
hot pizza?
What's it?
You like hot pizza?
I don't mind it. I
Okay.
don't mind it. Chicken biscuits, they taste absolutely the best when they're piping hot. Fantastic. They're well, that can be said with anything chicken related.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I like to get it like right in that little place between warm and too hot.
Exactly. Like you have to find the sweet spot, which somehow Chick-fil-A does, I feel like, every time.
Yeah.
Which props to the cooks for that. What about you? What are your feelings on hot food?
If it's like a simple food, like say mac and cheese, and the taste stays about the same if it's warm or
It doesn't
hot.
really matter the temperature.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm pretty sure if you weren't against cold mac and cheese, it would taste the same.
Honestly, it would.
So I like cold mac and cheese because you can finish it in like under 2 minutes because you can just keep shoveling it into your mouth.
Sweet, that happened earlier. Okay. Well, it's almost time for us to wrap up. But we have a tradition on the show where we like to end every show with either something really interesting and funny or something really heartwarming and sweet. So that way we can always leave on a positive note and leave you with a good feeling in your ears, or however you want to say that. So I guess I'll go first. So this afternoon I actually met up with my fiance Samantha, and we went and had Slim Chickens together, and it was fantastic. And we kind of just sat in the parking lot of Bass Pro eating and talking, and it was really sweet. And then once I dropped her off at her work, I was driving home and accidentally took a wrong turn and ended up in the wrong neighborhood. But while I was there was this little girl and her brother playing. And as I was driving by, I happened to notice that this girl had red hair, just like Sam does, and almost looked exactly like her when she was a little girl. And at the time I was listening to a country song about this guy who has his firstborn child. And so, yeah, you can laugh at me for listening to country, but this was really sweet at the moment.
Okay.
Feel free to judge.
You can continue.
Feel free to judge. So, anyway, the song was going. It was, I can't remember who it was. It was Brad Paisley. Anyway, he was singing about like how his firstborn child was and like how he hopes that it doesn't grow up to be exactly like him because that's going to be a pain in the butt. But anyway, and then it just got me thinking about like, man, I'm going to have a daughter one day. And that just got me like super, like I honestly got kind of emotional, not gonna lie, because I was just like, man, one of these days I'm gonna be a dad, which is crazy because I do not feel ready for that
You're
yet.
gonna have no sleep.
Yeah, oh yeah, 110%, you're right. But anyway, it was a super sweet thing, and yeah, it was nice because it's a nice reminder that no matter what happens, I'm always gonna have my family and my friends, which is something everybody needs to know. I think that's about it for today. Thank you as always for listening. Thank you for joining us on another episode of No Country for Comedy. You guys be safe, wash your hands, and have a great day.